What's up, everybody? Unpwned here, bringing you Veil Demons. So this episode is going to go over 3 Veil Demons. I'm going to go over their abilities and then show you some gameplay of how said abilities work in combat. First up is the Chaos Weaver. We are going to kill some bots. Alright, we are here in Tokyo. Tokyo. Alright, so for the Chaos Weaver's default abilities, you have the Sheaths of Sorrow. This puts a trap on the ground. It's quite large. When triggered, it'll make a noise. People can dodge out of the way. If they don't dodge out of the way, spikes come out of the ground, dealing damage to them and stunning them. 2, Paralyzing Field. It's going to put a line on the ground with some lightning looking stuff. Stuns them, does damage if it hits them. Frost is going to put a circle on the ground. It's going to be a trap. If they activate it, it's going to root them in place and do a damage over time. Summon Elite is Summon Elite. And Shards of Cerberus is a big circle AoE explosion that does heavy damage and knocks them on their ass. So, I am now going to show you how this works. So I'm going to go cooldown of that. So first off, here are the sheaths. As you see, none of the bots dodged out of the way, and they all got hit, stunned, damaged. Next up is the stun. It's hard to see. I'm hoping they make this easier to see when the game releases. But basically, you drop that, lightning comes out, and you can see it stunned. They ran into it, it stunned them. And next up, the Frosts. Drops this cool looking icy snow cone looking thing. And there you go. Rooted him, and it's doing 44 damage a second. Maybe a half second? Maybe 88 damage a second. Something like that. And the shards. You can see this circle surrounding my Veil Demon. Oh, I made them all. There we go. So that's what happens if they don't dodge it. Knocks them all on their butts and does really good damage. Alright, so next up we're doing the Dark Artificer, which pretty simple. The Aether Coil summons a destructible totem that's going to lock onto somebody and pull them after a certain amount of time, doing damage. Watcher shoots a beam at somebody, doing damage over time. Grail Bedrock just puts a wall in front of them. Summon Elite is Summon Elite. And Chronos Gem slows them, everything they do, all action, movement, dodging, attacking, everything gets slowed by 80%. It's powerful. It's so powerful that it's not affected by any of the cooldown equipment abilities. So first, we're going to show you the Aether Coils. Well, if it survives long enough. Well, there's a Watcher, as you saw. So they immediately destroyed it, which kinda sucks. See if I can drop this one. Maybe they won't attack it immediately. Boom. Okay, you got to see it yank them. Yank! Alright, now I'm gonna use a Watcher. So you can see the Watcher shoots this little beam out. Does damage over time. Pretty cool. And then you saw the bedrock. I can throw that up and it puts this flat blockade. It can be used. Sometimes you can mess it up and it will actually end up saving the enemy, which really sucks. Alright, and for your right click ability, your signature ability, the slow. We're gonna slow 2 people. So you can see how slow they are. They can't do anything. Ooh. And he had to go destroy him. That is the Dark Artificer class, basically. Alright, here we are again with the Soul Fiend. The Soul Fiend is all about taking over minions and using them to whoop some ass. So the Soul Fiend has Grail Heart. You summon a totem that makes a minion immune to all damage as long as it's up. It's kind of like the Reaper, I think. Or is it the Lich? Maybe it might be the Lich. I don't know. One of them has the ability to drop a destructible item that makes them immune to damage till it's destroyed. Your number 2 ability lets you possess an ally and you go stealth. Your 3 ability, you possess an ally. Your possessed ally receives an aura that damages nearby enemies. Your summon elite, you gain for every percentage of health missing, you gain equal percentage of bonus damage. And Soul Infusion, your signature, you possess target ally, applying lifesteal, haste, bonus healing, and bonus damage buff. Grunt minion targets also receive cooldown reduction. So basically, you can make a target really strong. So we're gonna take this guy over. And we're gonna attack. Boom. I guess we should attack the healer. So you can see we got a shield on this guy. So I was able to do some serious damage with that. With just right click. That was just right click. Ooh, yeah. Oh, the CC though. Gotta take out the healer. Oh, we're making them pop all their potions. So you can see it's taking them a while just to take down that one guy. It's pretty cool. So if you like taking over mobs and being like right there in the action, this is definitely the Veil Demon for you. Especially, alright, you can go up here, take him over in stealth mode, right? You can get out of them, retake him over with a different buff. So now he's immune for a little bit. Woo! I'm down. So basically, you can just hop in and out and rebuff and remake them immune. It's pretty cool. See, I can hop out. Oh, well, it's over now, but yeah. Alright, here we go. Now we're using the Taskmaster, which is probably my least favorite Veil Demon. I do not like this one at all. So this Veil Demon is all about telling your minions what to do, basically, and kind of buffing them. So your first ability is Sacrifice. You put a buff on a minion, and when they get low health, they explode, doing a lot of damage. That ability is actually pretty good. Translocate, you basically move a minion to you. That's it. Pain Conduit, ally target becomes immune and reflects damage. That can be good when someone's about to pop an ult. If you can time it just right, and one of the heroes is about to ult, it reflects it back at them, does major damage. It's pretty good. Summon your elite. His elite grants bonus damage to nearby allies. And your right-click signature ability is Command. It makes all minions attack a single person. So you can see I can right-click him, puts a marker over his head. Now everybody's gonna go for him. And I just put a shield on him, make him reflect damage to everybody. Boom, see those explosions? Those explosions are pretty nice. What's up, everybody? So now we are going over the Veil Shifter Veil Demon. This class has a couple abilities that are really good and synergize with other abilities really well from other Veil Demons. But we got the Veil Shroud, creates a dome and prevents projectiles from entering, and allies gain bonus range damage. So you want to put this over your ranged minions. It's quite nice. Veil Sight Curse curses a target enemy, obscuring their vision. Basically makes everything they see like a black mist and they can't see very far. Cerberus Core puts a little shard on the ground, blows up when people walk over it. Has a very low cooldown time and you get 6 charges. Pretty nice. Summon Elite. Whenever you summon your Elite, it's invisible till it attacks for the first time. And then your right click, your signature ability, you shock somebody, send them into another realm, and can shoot them with Force Lightning, be the best way to put it, until they jump back through the portal. And so I'll show you how that goes. So first, we're gonna drop, we don't really have any ranged people. Oh, well, we have a ranged guy here. So we're gonna put this over this guy. So now we've just buffed him. And so now he's protected from them. Alright, now these are the shards. You can drop these. You can spam your 3 key and just drop them. And so you can see, walk over them, they do about 500 damage, roughly. 2. Boom. You can see this aura around them. They can no longer see, but, you know, because they're bots, they can still see. What do I have? Conjuring, mostly conjuring spells. So we'll go F2. So basically you can blind people, you can protect your range units, you can drop these little shards, do some damage, which is really nice. Like if they're trying to res, you can just sit there and drop a shard on them repeatedly and not let them res. So like this guy got up here, right? And they're stuck in some sort of a falling animation. Alright, but I knocked them off. So in order for them to get it to where I can't shock them anymore, they gotta run all the way back up and get through that portal, which he's not gonna make. And here we are again, last but not least, we have the World Shaper Veil Demon. Woo! The World Shaper Veil Demon is, well, a shaper of worlds. They have, their first ability is a Fungal Spore, which is basically the most useless ability in the game. It puts a little trap on the ground when people walk over it, it springs some mushrooms, and it does a dot, ticking for 5 damage per tick. Grail Cage puts a trap on the ground, they walk over it, it traps them in a cage. Pretty self-explanatory. Cerberus Inferno puts a trap on the ground. When triggered, lava comes up and does damage over time. A pretty good amount of damage over time if you can trap them in it for a bit. And there's Summon Elite. Triggered traps grant haste to your Summoned Elite. So if a trap gets triggered while your Elite's out, he moves faster. And your Winds of Oros pushes enemies into a direction. Basically, you can push them into traps. It's pretty fun. And here, I will show you how it works. So you can see these stupid mushrooms. You get 10 stacks of them. Oh, 12 stacks of them. What am I talking about? 12 stacks. And you can see they're really tiny. He just walked over a couple, and that's what happens when they get procced. Right there. They basically don't do anything useful. They're kind of funny when it actually happens. See if we can get this lava to proc. So that's the cage, as you can see. There's no way to jump out of it. They have to destroy it. There we go. So you can preemptively put all the traps there. And that's what makes this class fun, is it's about going ahead and trapping the room ahead of time. It's pretty funny. It has pretty good synergy with other classes as well.